Football is the most popular sport on Earth, and probably that's why players have astronomical salaries. Some of them really deserve the money they earn, and some of them not so much. In this video, we'll talk about some players that earn a lot of money despite their poor performances for their teams. Spoiler alert, there will be a lot of Premier League players in this video. Until we arrive in England, we'll make a stop in Madrid. Dani Ceballos is a midfielder that rarely gets minutes for Real Madrid. The 27-year-old signed with Real in 2017 and managed to play only 79 league games for them, most of them as a substitute. Being a midfielder, you have to assist your teammates and even score goals, but he's not doing that. In those 79 games, he scored only 5 goals and got 4 assists, which is very bad. Even though he never played well for them, he earns over £170,000 per week. That's more than Militao, Nacho, or Lucas Vazquez earns, and they're regular starters. Barcelona had to cut wages of some of their top players, but there are still some of them who earn more money than they deserve. Ferran Torres moved from City to Barcelona in the winter of 2022 in a £50 million deal, a fee that shocked everybody as he was never a top player for the citizens. He probably decided to leave City when he found out about the wage Barcelona offered him, £167,000 per week. I mean, he is a talented player, but he missed so many big chances that now I don't know why he's a regular starter. His salary is bigger than Araujo's, who is the best center back in the league, and Pedri's. As we talked about the need for Barcelona to cut the salaries of certain top players, we have to give a big shout out to Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He arrived at Barcelona in 2015 and has seen some of the best and the worst times of the club. In the summer of 2023, he offered to take a big pay cut to help his team register the new transfers. He now earns a little over £100,000, which is less than Malang Sarr earns from Chelsea, and nobody knows who he is. Now we've finished our trip to Spain and we're heading to England, in Manchester to be exact. Manchester City is a club well known for their spending spree, and this does not limit them to transfer fees. They're also very generous with their players. Calvin Phillips was a key player for Leeds in their first campaign back in Premier League, and this earned him a transfer at City. Unfortunately for him, the moment he arrived, he was put on the bench and he never really managed to impress Guardiola. He played 16 games in 2 years, and now, being a little overweight, I don't think he'll get more chances. A reason for joy for him, however, is the salary. He earns £150,000 per week for sitting on the bench and coming to training. That's not bad, huh? Well, the biggest salary problem is not at City though, because their players are playing good every week even though their salaries are so big. The problem is at Manchester United, a club with a rich history that now sits bottom of their Champions League group, with Galatasaray and Copenhagen above them after 4 games. At this club, there are so many overpaid footballers that I can make a whole separate video just about them. Harry Maguire, the most expensive defender of all time after Vardiol, moved to the Red Devils in 2019 and became a meme. On goals errors leading to shots, errors leading to goals, injuring his teammates are just some of the things he did wrong in these years. And all of this while earning £190,000. If I were the director of United, I would have probably paid money from my own wallet to get rid of him. Anthony is another player who makes millions even though he's not very good. United paid almost £90 million for him, and at first he looked like a very good player. In his first 3 Premier League games, he scored 3 goals and helped the team win. After that, everything went downhill for him as his form started to drop massively. On top of that, at the start of the season, he was involved in a domestic abuse allegation and was dropped from Brazil's national team. On top of that, he missed a couple of matches for his club until his trial ended. This break from football really hurt him, as now he might get sold in the winter by United. Until then, he'll make £200,000 per week, so at least this makes him happy, right? Another United attacker I wanted to mention is Anthony Martial. He came to Manchester in 2015 and even had a Ballon d'Or clause in his contract, but unfortunately, he'll never win that prestigious individual trophy. He signed a 9-year contract worth £250,000. Well, taking into account that he was 20 in 2015 and was seen as the next Henry, that wasn't a bad decision. But now it seems really bad. He's a very talented player, but his problem is consistency. And in-form Marshall is unbelievable. No one can stop him. But that's the case in 3, maybe 4 games per season, which is a bit sad. The last player I want to talk about is Mason Mount. The 24-year-old did not want to take part in the rebuild stage of Chelsea and moved to Ten Hag's team. Even though his 22-23 season was bad, having only 7 contributions in 35 games from the attacking midfielder role, United paid £55 million for him and offered him £250,000 per week. If they were getting the 21-22 season Mason Mount, that would have been a fair wage. But giving £13 million a year to a player that's been struggling in the past season, that's pretty hard to understand. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments down below and keep the conversation going. Remember, the game is more than just goals, it's about the players who truly earn their keep and those who leave us questioning the numbers. Until next time, stay passionate about the game and have a good day.